See, alright, so first and foremost, when I give all praises, honor, and glory to Jehovah, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, we see that amongst the personal elders of great most and well of teachers or apostles in the truth, and we see salutations for the acclamated pushing with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, we say Shalom. You know, once again, going into a video here, and this is basically doing a video. Now, I did a video on this video here, about a day ago, right? And I said I would do a part 2 to come back to the comments, right? And so this is just basically a video going into the comments here. So some of the comments, right? Now, you know, it's over a day, so you know, obviously, more comments would have come in, more comments would have been posted and so on, right? So, but there's one particular comment, right? It is one particular comment I want to come to here. So this was this woman put this here. Now, as you can see, the conversations with the people in the comments is basically, you know, Christians and Edomites and so forth. But this person put a comment here. You know what I would say J, right? You know what the Messiah said about homosexuality? Nothing, right? And so this is the mindset of these people. Now, this is one of the comments that I know would have been, or one of them that would have been posted, that they love to use this. Christianity love to use this, that the Messiah, he didn't say nothing against homosexuality, that the New Testament have nothing against it, right? That the New Testament has nothing against it, so they could make an excuse, because to Christianity, the old is done away with. They doesn't want to use the old, right? But when it comes to like the tithes and some other stuff, all of a sudden the old works. But when it comes to other stuff, right, the other stuff, it done away with. So they use it to for their own gain. Right? The scriptures mention that, right? Now, before I continue, let me bring the scripture here. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8. We'll go to verse 20. Right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So you say, if they speak, so the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And that is what is going to majority of these Christians and so forth. They don't speak according to the word. They just want to say they believe in the Lord, they believe in the Bible, but when they speak not according to His word. And as the scripture said, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, not your word, not where you think, or not what is your opinion, right? Because plenty of people believe that the opinion matters. It matters not. It matters not. If your opinion don't even matter to the elite, to these people who run on this show here, it doesn't matter to the Lord at all. Right? It ain't matter to the Lord at all. Because this here is our opinion. And the word opinion means something that is not factual. Right? Matter of fact, let me get the meaning of the word opinion here. This is the word opinion. Say a view or judgment formed by something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. And that is what, because we know where's knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom is where into the is in the word, right? So we have to turn to the word to get these things, and that is why the scriptures say what we are justified in as saints, right? To get the answers, we turn to the word. But to these people, they base their belief, they base what it is they're saying on our opinion, something they make up on their mind, or something they hear our opinion from someone, and they run with it, right? So it's a opinion, it's a view or judgment formed by something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. It's a not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. So there's something that's not truthful. Because if your opinion is formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge, then why is he even saying it? Why does even somebody have to take it as a truth? And that is what is going in this place today. Is that they want to bring forth their opinion, and people should hold it as fact. People should hold it as the truth, right? But again, going back to what the scriptures say here, if to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So this is where we get our truth, in the word, right? This is where we get the answers in the word. Everything that is said could be answered here. Just as you say, you know what the Messiah said about homosexuality, nothing. And that is far from the truth, because what is want to say is that the so this next comment here was, well, the Old and New Testament say something. Only the Old. So this is someone dealing with that don't even know. They don't know. Because we could go to the Romans, right? We could go to the Romans chapter 1, and let's go to that. Let's go to that. This is Romans chapter 1, and I'll read from verse 21. Yeah. Hey, really 25, but hey, that is spread, man. 21, Romans chapter 1, verse 21. It says, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Now let me just say something as well. Even when the Messiah was walking, right? Even when he was walking, you feel these things wasn't being done. Homosexuality, and it was great back in them days as well, right? So obviously he would have had to deny it, and we will go to that, right? It said because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. It said, but became vain in their imaginations. That is what they believe in, their imaginations. Right? I say, and their foolish heart was darkened. It said, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. This is an example here. Professing to be wise, but they're fools. Right? Because she come to say what someone said, well, the Old and the New Testament say something. Right? And the person that left this comment, they were right. She said only the Old, so as you can see, she professed herself to be what? A fool. They say, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also came them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Verse 25, it says, who changed the truth of God into a lie, right? Who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the Creator more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. So you say, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and that is what they do, right? They say, and worship and serve the Creator more than the creature more than the Creator, and that is what they do. You see, these people want to be worship of men more than they want to worship the Lord. They want the praises of men more than to give praises to the Lord. You understand? That is what they want to do. So that is why they will come and say these things. Everybody see plenty of these Christians, because they want to be accepted. They want to have that fame, that glory here. Right? Now we know these people is Edomites, but nonetheless speaking on an overall term. Our overall senses then. Right? So it say verse 26, it say, for this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working at which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense for their error which was meet. So she now said that it wasn't written in the Old, but we know reading here, it's there. So that is why I bring on the Isaiah 8. If you speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. And this is what he will get with all of these Christians. There is no light in these people. All they speak about is the vain imaginations and what they think something to be, and what it is they think is far from the truth. It is far from the truth. That is why you're not even supposed to be listening or hearkening unto these Christian pastors, or Christianity, or Catholicism, these Catholics, because there's no truth in them. Right? So it say, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of woman, the men leave the natural use. And these are the kind of things was even happening in those days. So yes, it would be mentioned. Where you feel it get these modern day traditions from. It come from the past. The festival of Bacchus and these other things. Go back to it. It go back to homosexuality. The orgies was being done in those places, especially in Greek, especially in Greek and Rome. They were known to do these things. Say, and likewise also the men living in natural use of the woman burn in their lust one toward another. So a man living in natural use of a woman, right? And they burn in lust one toward another, right? So then what the men or men would I be doing if they're burning in lust to one another? Where you feel what's taking place? Men with men working that which is unseemly. So what is that speaking about? They say, and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was met. Now you can go and look up all the traditions that was all the festivals and the traditions that they was keeping in those days. Go and look up what it was. The men used to have orgies in the streets and things. There are festivals for those things. Now the festival, even to this day, they keep the same festivals but by a different name. They say, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, right? That's why you see some of the statues and so forth they have from those days is men naked and men watching a man tool and all that shit. That is the kind of things used to be going on. So that is what I tell you. These people, they don't even know. They speak of their own opinion and the vain imaginations, and not from the truth. And again, I speak not according to the truth. They have no what? They are no light in them. Right? So she mark only the old. Right? So the same person who has the comment, so the person mark no the new two there, right? And she didn't comment back. I wonder why. She didn't comment back, right? Because she knows she's wrong. But you see, it's all about appeasing, right? It's all about appeasing to the masses with these people. It's all about making people like them and not the truth. You understand? So this person, Mark, so you are trying to say that everything in the Old Testament is not valid anymore. Do you realize that the New Testament is a correction in some things, an approach to an Old Testament, which means if nothing was said about homosexuality in the New Testament, then Old Testament rules stand, right? This person, Mark, the Messiah, did not come to change one tittle of the law. So why aren't you Christians out stoning gays, witches, and those who try to convert you? Because you're more scared of man's law than fiction. Obviously, you get them scorners and scoffers and so forth. But let's go to our scripture here. This is the book of Matthew. Let's go to chapter 5, and I'll read from verse, and this written in this. When you look at Matthew, when you go to the scripture, Matthew chapter 5. And I go read from verse 17. It is in red letter, so you know it is who it is speaking, the Messiah, right? Oh, sorry. And in this comment, this person now put the Romans chapter 1, which I was not reading. The person put it, right? The person put this particular person, C.J. Wilkins, put it up, right? Hey. This person put our next scripture here. There are many scriptures we could go to, right? In the new. But let's go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Sorry, from verse 17. It said, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy but to fulfill. So the Lord telling you, right? The Lord telling you that He ain't come to destroy the law. He come to fulfill. Right? He come to fulfill. And certain things He expound more upon, but as He say, He come to fulfill. He ain't come to destroy it. So the law stands. Right? As they say, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. But again, in Christianity and these other denominations, they love to say the law done away with. So they want to profess themselves to be who? Greater than the Messiah. They come to tell you that the law done, that done. Don't listen to that. But the Lord literally telling you, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So one time, you know what? She is speaking shit, just like many other people that posted the comments here and so forth. Right? Right? And verse 19, it says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Hey, and that is the thing. That is to show you the difference between the prophets of the Lord and just these false prophets, these false teachers, and so forth. Because the prophets of the Lord would tell you about the law. They would tell you about, hey, not to do these things, not to break the law. But these as the scripture says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. And that is what is going on with Christians and these other groups that is telling to break the law. You understand? That they can break the law and they teach you that. Hey, these people. Now we notice she not answering the comments that post in the Romans or other scriptures, right? You see, it's supposed to put the Romans and she's not answering it because she knows she's off. She knows she's off, right? But anyway, so that is it. But this is what you would get, and I know, and I know that that's why I said in the first video I would come back, right? I'll come back. This is a false image here, right? But nonetheless, that's why I say I would come back to do a video upon it and run through some of the comments, and I just happened to bounce up that particular comment, right? And then again, they're not speaking according to the word; they're speaking from their vain imaginations. But that is what you would get from unbelievers or these people who go into church that want to accept everybody, right? So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We sit down and say, personal Allah's agreement and will teaches our person in truth, and we see salutations so they are coming to the pushing within truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season. We say, Shalom.